Well, hello, General Hospital Daily Recap fans. Today's daily recap is for Tuesday, December the 12th, 2022. Tuesday, December the 12th. Well, let's see what happened. A couple of things happened. A couple of things happened today. I mean, I'm seeing some buildup, y'all. I'm seeing some buildup here. Let's dive right in. Well, Brennan is talking to Hume, and he's telling Hume's gonna have to go back to Brooklyn because he doesn't want him to be recognized. Anna Devane can recognize Hume and Brennan. He says, but it was 30 years ago. So I don't even know if she recognized me. But isn't it funny when Robert came in, he sure was doing this because obviously he knows Robert can recognize him too, or doesn't want or wants to make sure Robert can't recognize him. Uh, so Hume is saying, you know what? You do know this restaurant is owned, excuse me, owned by Sonny Corinthos' ex-wife. He says, yep. He goes, kind of risky coming here, right? He goes, nope. Sometimes things are worth the risk, and I like the ambiance of this place. So then he's telling him, look, he better find that file that Forseth had of Anna's. He said, because somebody killed him prematurely, and he looked at Hume. So we know Hume killed Forseth. Uh, and we need that file. So my whole thing is, how do they know that Forseth actually got the file? Unless Forseth maybe initially says, like, I retrieved the evidence and then decided, nope, I'm not giving it. I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, Sam is talk. Christina comes in, her and Sam, and she tells Sam about she's going to be the surrogate. Sam was very supportive and is happy for her, and is going to support both her two sisters, which I knew she would, as she should, right? Um, I'm surprised Brennan didn't know or even look at Christina because that's Sonny's daughter. But Christina probably at this point she's irrelevant. Sonny's kids are irrelevant to Brennan because actually Brennan doesn't want Sonny killed. He'll kill him if he'll have him killed if he has to. He wants Sonny contained. That's all he wants. So he's really trying to get to Carly for leverage. Which goodness, that will be like taking a bull by the horns. Okay. So next we have, let's go to this one. Dante. Dante stakes out the locker room at the bus station or train station, whichever one. I don't know, don't care. And he waits until the coast is seemingly clear. He goes in, there's this box, little thin document box that's taped and wrapped in brown paper neatly. So he takes that. And initially, some guy walks in and reaches into his jacket, but he's pulling out his cell phone and he's talking to someone on the cell phone. And Dante initially, look, reached back for his gun and took it off the safety. Like, I'll blow you away. You hear me? Dante ain't playing. But the guy walked right up by. So Dante, smart, did something that they don't normally do in soap opera land. Don't they normally take stuff like this home? Normally, take it home with the family, putting the whole family in danger. No, Dante didn't do that. Dante went and rented a safety deposit box and put it in there right after he opened it. And when he opened it, there's the old file that Anna had. Now, what was not there was Anna's diary. Remember, Anna had a diary where she kept records. What was there was some of the stuff from the files that Forseth took. I think what Forseth was going to do was maybe give over some of the information because the little bit of information in that box is not all that Anna had. I'm interested to know where is that bound diary that she showed to Robert, right? So there was some papers. Dante kind of perused them, and then he and I couldn't make too much heads or tails of them. And then he saw there was some pictures. There was a picture of a young Anna Devane, a young Forseth and a young Brennan. And when he got to Brennan's picture, Mr. Brennan, he looked and said, "Now, who are you? Who are you?" So now the good thing is Dante is right there in Kelly's. Brennan is right there with Hume. I don't know if, and Dante came in at the end because Christina left. Well, Christina left. Willow came, and Willow was trying to talk to Sam to kind of coordinate the kids and Christmas and things like that. But when Sam saw Dante, she jumps up, bolts, runs over, hugs, and kisses him. And Willow's like, "Okay, well, I guess I wasn't talking." But you know what? She missed her man. All right, I like that. So Willow smiles. But anyway, she leaves, and Dante and Sam are sitting there. So my guess is when Hume and Forsyth walks by to leave, Dante may look at Brennan. Oliver, stop it. No. Dante may look at Brennan and think, "I've seen this guy from somewhere," not truly recognizing he's looking at a 30 or 40, a 30, 20, 30-year-old picture. He saw a young Brennan. So it may take him a minute. But one thing Dante took with him, Forsett had a empty, almost looked like an eelskin wallet. An empty eelskin wallet in there, nothing in there. So Dante decided to take that with him, which was interesting. I think, I would have just taken a picture of it on my cell phone. If I want to remember what it looked like, snap, and that would have went right in the safety deposit box, right? But anyway, he's got the physical wallet on him. So I think Dante may get a glimpse and recognize it. But one thing Forsett said, "You're going to find out who has that file," to Brennan before he goes back to Brooklyn. "You're going to retrieve that file. Whoever has it, they're going to be dealt with." And I thought, "Woo, this is going to be good. We're going to have some suspense, everybody. Some true suspense." So Tracy goes into the kitchen, and Ned is playing his guitar. And she goes, "I knew they were lying. I knew they were telling me, get my hopes up, saying my son, my eldest son, has returned. And look, still this guitar playing, And he's just still playing. He's kind of smiling. And he looks at her. And she's going over where the water is rattling on and on and on. He goes, "Mother," as he stands up. And she said, "You call me mother? You call me mother?" He goes, "Yes, I did." "Oh, yes, I'm back." So she's so happy. She's genuinely happy. She hugs him and she goes, "You let me go on and on." So she hit him and he goes, "Hey, come on, that's that motherly love I grew to love," right? That's how Tracy showed it. So anyway, she immediately goes into, "Why are you sitting here wasting time trying to play a guitar? You need to be at ELQ stopping Michael from taking over the company." And he just looked at her. "Good to see you too, Mother." She goes, "What is your plan?" He goes, "You haven't had not one interest in ELQ in decades." She goes, "In running ELQ in decades." She goes, "And I still don't want to run it, but I want to keep it out of Alan's ingrate son's offspring's hands." you know. So anyway, but the thing is, look, Michael has just as much, not Alan, AJ, Alan's ingrate son's offspring's hands. That's what she said. Alan had AJ, AJ is Michael's father. So, she goes, "You need to get on top of that." So he said, "Yeah, I'm on it, Mother. I'm on it." I'm surprised they didn't talk about him. Why is Drew gone to Australia on ELQ business? But they're letting that slide for right now. So we have what I liked about this. Poor Scotty. He was trying to convince his Liesel to give it another go. Oh, he just loves that little schnitzel, loves her, you know. And she was like, no, Scott, because of what you did, helping Elizabeth. You know, you sided with Elizabeth against me and my Britta. And he goes, no, no, that's not what happened. Elizabeth is my family. Well, you side this, he goes, not really. He goes, yes, I think of her as my family. And she did not kill Britta. But had she not helped Nicholas, that Cassidy, you know, hold, you know, mislead the police would have been looking, well, come on, Port Charles police don't solve nothing anyway, realistically. She should have turned Esme in. Still wouldn't have solved anything, right? Because Heather was the hook. Esme did not know Heather was the hook. She didn't know who the hook was. You know, so she was misguided with that because there's nothing that Elizabeth did or did not say or did not do changed any of the events about it being Heather. None of it. So, but she does, all she knows is she goes, you know, when Nathan died, when my dearly beloved Nathan died, I had Britta to fall back on. But now I have no one, no children. So no, I blame Elizabeth. And so he goes, and she goes, my both of my children are dead. And Scott says, I understand, Lizo. I've lost 3 of mine. You, and he goes, I of all people understand what you're going through. We need to band together. And so she goes, no, the only thing I have is my grandson James. That is it. As far as family, well, you know, direct bloodline. And so he says, but you see, this is what you don't understand, Lizo. Elizabeth's boys are like grandsons to me. So I understand wanting to hold on to the last bit of the family that you do have. And so it almost seemed like he was making some headway with her because he goes, Lizo, I know you knew we had something special. And I know, he goes, you're doing all this traveling. He goes, I really think you're trying to forget, to hide the grief and the pain. But we can share it and we can both move through it. And that's what she put her defenses up. No, we cannot. I will not, you know, give into that. I will keep busy and, you know, traveling and doing my work. That's how she's coping. And he goes, you know what, Lizo? I want love. And I know you want love too. And for a minute, it seems like she softened because she kind of got a smile on her face, you know. It's kind of got us, but then she's just like, no, Scott, we will never be. I just cannot get past this. So she goes, but I tell you what, I want happiness for you. I want you to find love. Now, mind you, the night before, Scott was propositioning Lucy, trying to get her into the sack after drinks. So, you know, Scott Baldwin. So we have, Willow comes to see Nina and she's talking about, you know, she's so excited. Yes, they are coming over Christmas Eve, bringing the kids. And Nina says, I want some gift ideas. So they're sitting down because Willow said, you know what? Have I done something to offend you? And she goes, why would you say that? She goes, it's like you distancing yourself from me, see? Gonna come back to bite Michael. Willow should know why. So anyway, she goes, no, I've just been so busy, but I'm so happy you came here to see me. So they were making a list and, you know, she wants Nina to, when she gets to the stage of getting little Amelia dolls, she wants them to be career role model women dolls, you know, but come on, that baby ain't there yet. She wants a little plushy stuffy that she can gnaw on and wet the fur up because she's teething. That's all that baby wants. So anyway, they were talking and nice conversation. So Nina got some ideas and Ned came in. He goes, "Oh, just the two people I want to speak to." And Nina looks at him like, oh. So Willow turns around and says, "Really, Ned, what do you want to speak to me about?" And so Ned says, "Well, um, what does Ned tell her?" Ned says, "Oh, I want to tell you both that Drew is in Australia out of the country. So he won't be here for Christmas." And so Willow goes, "Yes, yes, I do know that." And Nina says, "Oh, Drew's out of the country?" And she goes, "I didn't know that. I'll make sure I pass that along to Sunny as if Sunny wants to know all Drew's whereabouts." Okay, hello, right? So Willow says, "Well, I have to go." And when she walks out, Nina closes the door and she looks at Ned and she says, "Okay, Ned, what do you want?" And he goes, "I have a proposition for you." And Nina goes, "What do you mean a proposition for me?" "Well, there's something you are going to do for me. So I won't go down to the boathouse. Well, that's not the boathouse, the gatehouse, and tell Willow what her mother has been up to, turning Carly and Drew into the SEC." And she goes, "You know what? And I'll tell Michael too." I'm surprised she didn't say Michael already knows, right? She says, "Ned, you know what? If you were going to do that, you would have done it already, but you haven't." He goes, "No, I haven't. But not because I won't, because I decided I would rather strike a deal with you more than I would rather turn you in. I mean, let them know you're the one that did it." She goes, "What kind of deal could we possibly have in common?" And he's like, "I want information on Aurora and what Michael and Drew have planned for ELQ." And she looked at him. She says, "How on earth do you think I could get you that information?" And so he says, "You work for Aurora." She goes, "I work for Crimson, which is subsidiary to Aurora." He goes, "You will be able to get the information out of Michael Andrew." She goes, "No, no, no. Ned, you don't understand how this works. If we're having a meeting, the only thing they discuss with me is Crimson business, not Aurora business. And they would never discuss any kind of ELQ business in front of me." And he goes, "Well, you know what, Nina?" He said, "When your back is up against the wall, you are very resourceful." And so she goes, "So in other words, you want me to give you," no, he told her, "I want you to give me insider company information." And she's thinking, wait a minute, that's a well, that's illegal, right, y'all? Hmm. So what he's about to have her do and go down for, because Ned would deny, right? Is the very thing she died on Carly and Drew for. Well, not the very thing. They took advantage of some trading, but she would give Ned some advantage of some personal, private Aurora business that could get her not in jail, but probably sued. It could get her. They could sue her. What she could give him unless she stole. Well, yeah, could land her in jail because Brooklyn committed corporate espionage By getting that information from deception to Tracy, they just didn't press charges against her. What he wants Nina to do is the exact same thing. Corporate yep, that could be some charges against Miss Nina. No. Now she's in a pickle. And he goes, and you know what, Nina? By the look on your face when Willow was here, I think you're going to want to protect your relationship with your newfound daughter. And ooh, you don't want your new husband to know what you've been up to. And as soon as he said, like, Sonny, she's looked at him like, yeah, uh-huh. You don't want Sonny to know. So she's thinking, yeah, I want to see her squirm a bit. I want to see her squirm, y'all. I really, really do. So now we have, last but not least, let's see, I think, oh, Brooklyn. Brooklyn was not spying, eavesdropping. She was coming to see Maxie to tell her she was engaged, and she heard Maxie talking on the phone to Felicia, saying, no, Mom, I'm not going to let you lend me that much. Give me, no, we'll have to work on the numbers. I'll look at the numbers. We'll look at the repayment plan, and we'll see what can work, right? So Brooklyn comes in, and she tells her she's engaged. Maxie's all happy for her. And then Brooklyn says, Maxie, what's going on? She goes, what do you mean what's going on? Everything's fine. She goes, no, I was eavesdropping before I came in. She goes, oh, uh-huh. Committing espionage. She goes, no, there's a difference. Your door was open and I was eavesdropping. And she goes, okay, yeah, you're right there. There is a difference. And so she goes, well, what happened? And Maxie told her, with the whole lawsuit, things, stock tanked. She had to stop getting paid for a while. And now that she is getting paid, is not what she used to be. And she was using her credit cards and she's over her head. So Brooklyn's like, well, let me lend. She goes, and I don't want my parents to take their retirement savings to bail me out. She goes, they worked hard for that. And so Brooklyn said, well, I'm a trust fund baby. Let me lend you the money. And Maxie's like, no, I'm not going to let you lend. She goes, well, why not, Maxie? It's money in an account that I don't even use that I can easily let you use it. I would rather have it go, do some good. Please let me do that. So she says, no, Brooklyn, I'm not about to let you do it. And so Brooklyn's just like, whatever. Brooklyn, she's thinking, I'm going to come up with something else. And coming up with something else she did, so she goes home and she tells Tracy that she has changed her mind about, taking Tracy wants to give her deception. She goes, if you still want to. And so Tracy says, okay, so you were adamant. You were going to do your music. She goes, oh, no, Granny, I'm still going to do my music. She says, however, Chase and I are getting married. So, we need something steady. We can't just live on a cop salary. So Tracy bought that. So Tracy says, I will be honored and happy to show you the ropes to take you up under my wing. So Tracy's happy and she's buying it. But Brooklyn's going to try to figure out a way to make sure Maxie gets money. That's really what's happening. So, that's cute. It's cute that they're back to friends. But one thing that I had to take this picture of Lucy because I don't like Lucy. So I very rarely ever take pictures of Lucy. But I took this picture of Lucy and Maxie because I thought they've got to do a better job with Maxie's wardrobe. She's an executive. Sasha comes to work looking nice. Now, yes, Sasha's a model, but Sasha comes to work looking nice. Lucy comes to work dressed like she's in the C-suite. Well, so is Maxie. And they have yet to have Maxie come dressed like she is in a position of power. I would really like them to upgrade her. That what she's wearing is when you're gonna take your kids to the park. That's what you do. That's what you dress like. When you're a decision maker, no. Let's do better than that. Wardrobe, please. So anyway, that's it. Nothing else happened. Let's go to comment corner. Comment corner. Let's breeze through these comments. Leola says YouTube only shows the end or the preforming end of the performing. I wished I could see the pretty little violin perform. Yeah, she did a really good job. And then me, Cassandra says Tuesday and Friday. Maybe you could see I guess maybe the recap. I mean the performance. Ron says Dante checked out the locker, but will he make it out of there with the evidence? Yes, he did. Love this daily recap. You do an excellent job with it, especially when you read our comments. Oh, okay, thank you very much. Oh, you know what? I think I read these comments. Yes, I sure did. The other two were just added on. So let's go to the current comments. And the current comments are this. BOQ is getting an expensive wedding while Widow Maxie has no partner and is broke with 3 kids. I expect there will be some jealousy down the road. You know what? Brooklyn needs to offer her an extraordinary amount of money to be her wedding planner. Something ridiculous, right? NK Rose says Tracy is going to be disappointed when she realizes BLQ has no real interest in running deception. NK Rose says Valentine is delusional. This will be the first successful wedding that Violet will attend. Really? We're talking Brooklyn. Will it be successful? Lucy says, I'm glad Ned Quartermain is back. He's got Nina's back against the wall. He's going to take the blame and says that he called the SEC about Drew and Carly's insider trading. No, he didn't say he was going to take the blame. He says, I will continue to take the blame. People automatically think he does. He's just not going to fight it or dispute it. Because he's always said he didn't. But he's like, yeah, they think I did. I just won't. I'll continue to take that blame. But the results will cause the story to drag into next year. Exactly. I said that. And Anthony says he has fleas. Who has fleas or flies? He has the flies. He has the flies. I don't get that one, Anthony. Sabrina says, hi, Daily Recap Lady. I agree with you with what you said about Bobby. I think it won't come out until the first of the year. This is going to be very sad, and it may trigger for some viewers, if they may be triggering for some viewers if they do not do it during the holiday season. Violet needs to stay in a child's place. I agree. I have never liked the characters of Chase and Brooklyn together. No chemistry. I don't really like Chase and Brooklyn at all. Chase and Sasha have much better chemistry. Mika Sandra says 3 minutes, 21 seconds into the video. Okay, 21 seconds. Maybe that's Violet's presentation, or Violet sings, probably. Mika Sandra says, with the unexpected family showing up to gather for Christmas, it seems this is the time Bobby would also have been attending along with family members. It appears GH will bring the news of Bobby's sudden demise at this time of the family gathering. And Lisa says, I heard it's going to happen Friday. P. Merle says, General Hospital writers know how to ruin a good holiday. Last Christmas, Sasha lost her baby. Now everyone's dirty little secrets may be revealed. And Drew may go missing. Let's see, it wasn't last Christmas Sasha lost her baby. She lost it before that. Definitely before that. Because last Christmas we had the whole Hook storyline going on. And Yeah, no, it was before that. Let's see. And Brando was already dead by last Christmas. Um, and it says, added to that, Carly may lose her mom. I'd rather just let the Qs have a Thanksgiving dinner. Happy holidays, everyone, from your compassionate GH writers. Uh-oh. Cindy says Chase and Brooklyn had a ridiculous drag out and in together. Um, it all, and then a rocky courtship, and now finally they did get together, and one or two split ups. Now, because Gregory is dying, Chase decides he and Brooklyn should dive into marriage. This is a mistake. They need a little more time to I mean, as a stable couple first. I know. Sandy says instead of trying to make Michael look bad, Nasty Nina needs to tell Sonny the truth. Love Leo. He always says exactly what's on his mind. Tracy, Lois, and Olivia were hilarious. Lisa says Nina doesn't have the guts to tell Sonny the truth. She is too afraid of losing him. That he will see she just wanted to get Carly. Sabrina says, he Sandy, happy holidays. He Sandy, happy. I don't get that part. I agree with you. Or maybe you're talking about Sandy. You agree with Sandy. Oh, hey Sandy, happy holidays. I agree with you. Nina needs to tell the truth, but she won't do it. She knows her reason for turning Carly in was done out of spite, and everybody is going to see it that way. User PT7 says, I love Leo. I love little Leo too. I really, really do. Oh, he's just the best little actor. He's really, really good. Okay, everybody, that is it for Comic Corner. That's it for Comic Corner. I will be back for another daily recap of General Hospital.